Yeah, cruising in the ocean with my fellas, waving at the shore, we got all them people jealous. They see that we shining from way over yonder. Gotta thank my father, my sponsor, for putting me on board and also giving me the capability to live life with no fear, create buzz with no beer. God is the reason why I live like this. Now everybody hating me, now I feel like Chris. Working out, eating right, now I look like this. Phone filled with different numbers, now my ex all pissed. Now I'm playing, she don't care cause she move like this. Man, I ain't hating cause she bad, man, we all ruthless. Man, I got money in my pocket, diamonds on my pinky, and that brain I won't speak on, cause y'all won't put no leash on me. Let me run about your way, get my Tyreek on. Fly to Miami to get my beach on. Preach on.
Okay. All right. What's up? First of all, before we even get to the Raw festivities, let me go ahead and acknowledge the elephant in the room. I I don't know if I don't know if any of y'all in agreement or disagreement. I don't know, but Ronda Rousey being in AEW, bro, that might be the worst thing that happened in wrestling. Period. Like I don't know why people giving that a pop. Like that's a thing. Like bro, no, you're not good at all, bro. I'm so disappointed in AEW for even doing that, and for them to even think that that's a shot at the WWE when the WWE is the reason is the ones who let her go because how terrible she was. Like, what are you? Y'all thought we was gonna be mad? Like, come on, bro. We don't care about no Ronda Rousey, bro. Did she get a boo pop when she came out?
I think she got like a misreaction.
Yeah, from the internet. When I seen the video that I seen when she came out, I heard a lot of boos.
Hmm
It wasn't so. I don't think. I think that she expect, of course, because it's Ronda. I think she expected more because she feel that she like that. Somebody's just gonna have to put it in her brain cells that she ain't like that,
I think wanted to have her come in as a heel because the way they did it, they put her with Marina Shafir, and Marina Shafir is a part of that group with John Moxley, where they're a bad guy group essentially for the most part.
bro.
So
Right.
I think they're trying to establish Ronda that she's a heel, and I think they're trying to capitalize on the idea of like, well, if you guys don't like her, we'll just have her be brought in as a heel, you know what I'm saying, in the company. It is necessarily her first time going to AEW. She's been there before for Ring of Honor, but besides that, it's our first official like AEW. Like, okay, we're going with her fully. If I'm taking a wild guess as to why the move, I think I think the reason why Ronda didn't fit too well in WWE is I think because Hunter decided, okay, with you being here in this company, we're gonna have to make you be a lot more consistent when it
Uh huh.
comes to like being a wrestler. And I don't think Ronda liked that. I think Ronda hated the idea of having to wrestle, week to week or like be featured every single week. I think Ronda likes the part-time schedule. That's why when Mr. Miz
Who
was
she
running
thinks
the
she is?
company,
Who she thinks she
I
is to
know,
deserve a part
I
time
know,
schedule?
I know, I know. But that's how certain wrestlers are. They feel like if they are being able to wrestle a lot more, they can get exposed. That's why Goldberg did like the WWE back in the day when he was like with WWE back in I want to say what was it 03, 04. He hated being in the WWE because the WWE basically exposed him. Like he was known for doing those squash matches, right? Like he was doing like those short, like I think 3-4 minute matches, and they were like, "Well, we gotta have you do more matches and more and give you more time." And the more time he did it, the more he lost some of his luster that he had in WWE. That's why Goldberg was like, "I can't be with this company no more." When they brought him back, they respected his time of like how long you want to do your matches, and that's why he didn't go a lot longer as matches like that.
So are you saying that Goldberg was never good? Is that what you're saying when it comes to wrestling?
No, I'm saying Goldberg didn't want to do long matches. He
Which
didn't like
means
he,
that
he liked doing
Goldberg,
a long time.
which means that Goldberg was never good. Correct.
Um,
That means that when
huh?
Larry said that Goldberg might put on one of his best matches with Gunther, and it wasn't long, but it was long enough. That might have been Goldberg's best
Right.
match.
Right. Arguably, yeah.
So outside of that, if you just squashing people, are you really a wrestler, or are you really just a highlights person, a superstar, what you could say?
That's
You know what
why
I mean?
that's why I think it is. I think it's more of like let's do something that works well, and that's basically what I want to do. He's not in there for like oh I want to do a bunch of moves. I want to be able to tell a story. He don't care about that. I don't think with Goldberg's like I care about that.
Right. So I mean, so I
I
get
think that's the reason why.
so okay, so I get that, but I think that
Yeah.
only works when Ronda Rousey first came first.
Right.
Because
Right.
now,
Right.
since you ain't back in the octagon, and we last time we seen you was in WWE, and now you want to come back out, we're looking at you as a terrible wrestler. We're not looking at you as the same person. Nobody's scared of Ronda Rousey no more, bro. Nobody. After you done
Mm,
got kicked in your face twice, nobody's scared of you, bro. And then you came to the WWE, and we know how that. Hold on, bro. I want to walk, but I almost hit you with my car. But yeah,
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, so yeah, I'm definitely AEW. That's a thumbs down.
Larry, your thoughts?
Mm, no, I don't want to. I really don't care.
Yeah, yeah, I don't be watching nothing over there either. I just heard about it.
She goes wherever she goes. I know there's just some money, but
Definitely a money grab.
Mm,
Definitely a money grab. Cause she ain't no good. Don't nobody care about her.
Only time we was talking about her is when she kept talking about how terrible WWE was and how they treated her and all this, and that. And she down in wrestling talking about it's no good, but then yet you go to another company that does the same thing as WWE. What are you talking about? You don't even make no sense right now.
yeah.
And you
They
probably
just
doing it
don't
try to
care.
be trying to as a get.
And I'm like, that ain't gonna work because we ain't want you here anyway. So you ain't getting us back for nothing.
you know,
Yeah.
well, I got in the WWE, so she kept trying to be like Roddy.
Yeah, Roddy Piper.
Um, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that character that before we talk about Ronda, because I don't want to keep talking about Ronda, but I didn't like the fact that they put her in that Roddy Piper storyline or that story thing. I think if they would have kept her with the same mindset as the Octagon, I think it would have worked a little better
She
instead
has.
of
I
instead
think
of
she
creating
has
a Ronda
Roddy.
Roddy Piper or whatever. Uh
I don't mean to cut you off, but I think she asked Roddy Piper's daughter, if she could be in, if she could wear his gear and things like that, and I think that was the reason why I think he gave her the green light of saying like, yeah, you can have it, but we'll understand to her. Like his daughter, confirmed to her that her dad didn't mind her wearing his gear or something like that.
Yeah,
But
no, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not saying. I'm saying why did she even portray that character? Why couldn't she just come in with the UFC
oh, I
gloves,
got
the
you.
outfit, with the
I
sports
got you.
bra and the shorts, and just you know what I'm saying? I would have respected it more because it was like you just brought somebody from the UFC to the WWE. Like even though she was been in character, it would have still been the character of her instead of just being something else. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, you was a
Yeah,
killer
I
in the
got you.
octagon. You should have stayed as a killer all the time.
Hmm. Yep.
You know what I mean? But it's whatever. Anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead. Warm up the pipe organ for over Femi real quick.
Well, we are
Larry, did
last
you Larry,
night's
did you get a
Raw.
chance to see that? Did you get a chance? I know you caught it late. Did you get a chance to see that?
Yeah, I put it in the group chat.
Larry got to see it
Yeah, I
from the
think
beginning.
You watched it, right?
I'm talking about from the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Just my fault.
Yep, it's all good. So it was 316. Last night was 316 day. Unfortunately, no Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I was kind of salty about that. That's the
Me
only
too.
reason. That's the only reason why I didn't get a show of 10 because he wasn't there. But
Yeah,
I gave it a nine point
yeah,
nine. I gave it a nine
yeah.
point nine.
This
I
it
didn't give
would
it
have
a
been.
I
It
didn't
would
give
have
it a
been
10.
one of the. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. If Austin would have had shown, this was already went close to being the best Raw this year.
It would have been
Close.
the best Raw.
It was
It
so
would have.
close to being the best Raw this year, bro. I'm not
No,
even gonna hold you.
it would have been. What Raw was better than this one?
Yeah, you got a good point. That's a good
There was
question.
no Raw better than this one.
No, I don't know. You're right. You may be right with that one, bro.
Man, that Raw was crazy, bro. That Raw was
Yeah.
crazy. Go ahead, we'll bring it all the way down.
Yeah, the Raw was 2 weeks. The Raw for 2 weeks ago was also dope too
I,
with LA
yeah,
Knight.
it was. It
I'm
was.
just saying, but yeah.
I know
They were
the
live.
matches
Hmm?
on
What'd you say?
I know the last year I had a couple matches on me.
Hold on, I didn't hear what he said.
I said I had a couple matches on me.
You had a couple matches you didn't see?
No, I had them on mute.
Oh, you had them on mute. Okay.
Yeah,
Yo,
so
yo, Josiah, we gotta
that's
talk.
on mute.
We gotta talk about that today too. Because
What?
I see why you sent me that thing with Cody. When Cody, was it Cody who said it? Who was it? Cody? Somebody said it. It was like, bro, anybody who watches wrestling with the mute on, it's just because the sound counts. And I was like, bro, no, it
Oh
don't.
yes, I was like,
I was
bro.
like,
As
no, it don't.
soon as
You don't know
Cody
what you talking
freaking
about.
said it, as soon as he freaking, I said, BZ, BZ,
Yeah,
BZ.
I was
I
like,
said, he
Cody
didn't see
Rhodes. I
this.
was like, you're
He didn't see
terrible for
this.
that. Yeah, I was
He
like,
didn't
no,
freaking
bro,
see this.
I'm not in agreement. Who was he?
I
Okay,
know. I
He
was
was
so
sitting with
like,
old boy. He was sitting with old boy to be doing the interview. That was a good interview too, by
Shout
the
out
way.
Chris Van Vliet. Chris Van
Yeah,
Vliet. Shout out Chris
that
Van Vliet.
was a great interview, by the way, too.
Great
It was,
interview. Great interview, bro.
yeah. But anyway,
And
yeah,
SmackDown was it was decent, but that main event promo thing though, what happened? Hey, yo, no. What are you doing?
I ain't get a chance to see SmackDown, so I can't call that one.
I'm not gonna call SmackDown, but I'm gonna highlight the biggest thing that came out of it, which was Granny versus Cody. But we can get to that a little bit after. But let me see. This was live. They were live in the Frost Breaker Center in San Antonio, Texas, the hometown of Shawn Michaels. Um, So let's get it. Let's go ahead and get into the first thing that happened. So Seth Rollins comes out. Again, he's with the whole masked man aesthetic. Him, his boys, you know what I'm saying, surrounded. I don't know how many guys he got around. He got about 17 probably. I don't even know how
yeah,
many
he got up to 20.
guys
He got up
Seth
to 20
Rollins
for
got
sure.
surrounded by him, but it's a lot. So he's out there doing this thing. He comes out, and we see Seth, take off his mask. Say his hair all shown, and he goes right here and cuts a very passionate
Fire,
promo, letting Paul Heyman and them know, division know, that he don't care if Braun Breaker's out, Bronson Reed's out. Logan Paul's with them, Theory is with them. He's going to go right ahead and come at them and destroy division from the inside. And he's going to do it his way and do it, whatever way, the highway, don't matter. He's going to go right ahead and accomplish his goal. I thought, what was I going to say about Seth that I thought was interesting too? I still wonder though, with him going after Theory, why did Theory come back? I'm still trying to wrap my head around the idea of Austin Theory coming back to WWE, joining the Vision. But you did what Seth Rollins did, and Seth Rollins did the same exact thing that you did. But now, when Seth comes back, he's against you too. I don't know. Something about that feels very fishy to me, but we'll see. Uh, what was noticeable? Seth talks about like how he's going to take out Paul Heyman, how he's going to make sure that his career is basically going to be ended. He's going to take him out, and basically he's a cancer. Paul Heyman comes out looking disheveled. My man,
He was
like he's
looking
crying,
crazy,
got his
man. The
eyes
way they
all
had his
red.
eye looking and everything.
The
I was like,
acting,
dang.
listen, Paul Heyman may not necessarily just be like one of the greatest promo talkers. He's one of the greatest actors in the business, bro. That man looks so like just,
I thought he had
what I'm
pink
saying?
eye.
Like really, like it looked crazy. So he
Yeah,
comes
I
out.
thought he had pink eye. I was like, dang,
Right, pink eye. That's hilarious.
he looked crazy.
So Seth says all his stuff about Paul and what he plans to do towards him. And then Paul grabs the microphone, he starts talking. The one thing that happens after he starts saying a very little words is the crowd boos him after them, and then the crowd chants, F you, Paul, F you, Paul, F you, Paul. He said, Paul goes, F-A, F-O, F-A, F-O,
I knew what he was about
F-A,
to do when he said it. When he started saying that, I was
F-I.
like, he's about to say F5. I read when he said it, I
Yep,
was like, he's about to say F5. And right when he
yep,
said it, I was like, man, for all those who probably didn't catch it, I get it, but I pay too much attention. I'm like, when he kept saying that,
right.
F-A-F-O, F-A-F-O, I'm like, A-F-F-5. I'm like, yo, because you're not about to just stand there without somebody coming out to help. I'm like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. So that was cold. When
Yeah.
the music hit, I was like, But right when Brock's music hit, I was like, we called this, but at the same time, Seth isn't clear. This ain't right. Something ain't right.
Yeah,
Seth ain't
something was
clear.
interesting about that. I was like, interesting. So they're going to go with Seth versus Brock. I figured Seth was going to do that one thing where he took his mask and just leave the ring and all his mask was
Yeah.
going to fall to him. That's exactly what I thought was going to happen. But no, Seth allowed his masked man to go right here and take a beating for him. And they went ahead and did it gladly.
We got
So
laid out.
Brock comes through.
Brock was there
Brock
counting too.
absolutely decimates everybody.
He was counting them
German
too.
suplexes, throwing people through the steel steps, him with more German suplexes, gets to the ring, German
Crazy.
suplex, F5, German suplex,
Crazy.
and then it's that stance between him and Seth Rollins, and the crowd pops. Because it's one of those like, oh wow, like I love the way that they built towards it. Like he had to go through everybody that was with Seth before he got to Seth, and everyone was like, "This is freaking dope. Oh, this is hard."
It was crazy. I was like, yo,
Yes,
Brock Lesnar is
I'm
like
telling
that
you.
for real.
Yeah, bro. That man's
Bro,
different.
and the
Absolutely
pop was
different.
so crazy because people was
Special.
like, "Oh, Seth versus Brock." I'm like, bro, we already seen this, but the pop is like we
We
never seen
have.
it.
We
The pop
have.
was like
And
you.
that was stuck in my mind. I was like, Seth versus Brock. But I love the fact that the WWE completely swerved the hell out. So the lights go out. That's you know you hear that dun 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 dun. What's up? We saying something?
I didn't say nothing. Larry said something. I ain't hear what he said that.
Larry, mute your phone, bro. Mute your phone.
No, I thought he said something.
I can't tell right now if you say anything or you just I don't know what's going on in the background, your background, bro. You're probably working. Anyways,
I think they all go to the same one. Don't matter. It's up to you.
huh?
You said what you say, Josiah?
Well, he asked me what did I say?
Yeah.
Mute your phone.
No, not that. The other thing.
Presence, not yesterday or tomorrow, weekend or tomorrow. Okay?
You become an over baby by singing the same song.
Right. I was about to say that, Larry.
I ain't gonna hold you. Josiah just like singing everybody's intro like we want to hear it. I don't want to hear that. Just explain the situation. He called him an
Well,
over baby. It's crazy.
unfortunately, I love to be entertained on the WWE talks. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, you guys
That's
can't
not
feel the same.
entertaining.
But
It's not entertaining.
maybe it's not to you, not to
But it's
you,
not
maybe.
entertaining
But
though.
anyways, so Oprah Femi comes out. Whatever, y'all. Same here. So Oprah Femi comes out with his entrance, right? As soon as he comes out, I go, BZ, this is what we've been calling. Let's go. Let's get it.
Yeah,
He
needed
gets
it.
into the ring. He sees Brock. They get into each other's face. Boom, boom. Brock was looking like, okay, I'm on balance this guy, but I want to go after Seth because when he did a fall. But here's this guy around here trying to get at me. Okay, bet, say less. Over
Yeah.
gets into the ring, sees Brock. They come face to face.
But you catch when Oba was coming to the ring and he was talking? He was like, I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
You ain't catch it, but I was like, bro, this is fire.
Yes, it's
Over
fire.
Femi, like, bro, I
Matter of
don't
fact,
care who this is, bro. I don't care who you is. I'm over Femi, bro. He came to
this
that
might
ring.
be
He was like, I don't care who you are. I was like,
low key.
oh my
I
god.
think this might have been the loudest pop
Oh
of the
yeah.
whole night, like
Oh yeah.
arguably. So when he came out, because it was like basically it's what all the fans pretty much wanted, right? That's number one.
Ooh-wee.
And when he comes out, that or when you hear the name Oba,
Yes.
like when you hear
Brock
that
didn't know
chant,
what to do with that.
you know it's
Brock
time.
didn't know how to control that. He didn't
No, he
understand it.
didn't.
He was
No, he
like,
freaking
oh
didn't.
no, this is different.
No,
This boy
no.
is over
So
over.
So I love what Seth does. Seth goes from the corner for the
I
turnbuckle,
love Seth on this
and he
too.
comes to Brock. Like, Brock, come around here and come and get me. But Seth felt so completely outplaced between those guys.
Yep.
But Seth knew what he was doing. They were very, very smart, very, very like calculating. So he goes right in towards Brock. Brock's like, man, get away, boom, boom, boom. And
And
as
they
soon as
rolled
Brock
out the
turns
ring.
around, he pissed up Brock Lesnar like he was completely nothing, and
Yeah, bro.
power bombs him
Yeah.
like an explosion was happening. And the
Yeah,
crowd was
bro.
popping like crazy. Puts his foot on Brock's chest and
Yeah, bro.
declares,
And
I'm
pointed at the
taking you to
Mania
WrestleMania. I
sign.
said, oh,
You never
oh.
seen Brock Lesnar down like that. Ever.
You never,
Ever. I
never,
was like, oh
never,
my God.
never. I don't care. Somebody, my homeboy at my job was like, well, he's been like that. Like, Brock's been put like down like that before. I said, no, bro.
He's never
I
been
said,
down
not
like that,
like
man.
that.
Never been
Not
down
like
like that.
that.
He might have lost, but he never
Oh,
was down like with somebody foot on their chest,
heck
pointing at the
yeah.
sign. No. Brock
Yeah.
was
Oh,
trying to put
next thing
that
you know,
man.
told him basically like, you big man, you beat your car all the time, not me.
No.
It was
Man.
literally
Hey,
that
don't,
too.
What?
No,
don't
bro.
forget about my
That
boy
was
Bobby.
an epic moment.
I completely agree.
I was.
Hey,
What's up?
don't forget about my boy Bobby.
You said what?
I said, don't forget about my boy Bobby.
You said don't forget. No, I'm not saying that Roman didn't have him down. Did Roman put his foot on his chest and put his finger up though?
No, I said, don't forget about Bobby.
Oh,
Bobby
Lashley.
left.
Yeah, Lashley. My bad. And oh
Yeah,
yeah,
but Brock
and,
made Bobby sometimes look very much like he wasn't on his level a lot of times. Brock did a difference, did something different with Oba. He made Oba look like he was on his level. Twice
He
times.
made he made Oba look like he made Oba look like Superman. Like he made Oba.
Completely.
it was crazy. I was like, oh, I didn't because Brock sold that junk like, golly. I was like, really?
Yeah.
You really sold that? They
Yep.
better not let him lose that Mania, bro. They better not let him lose that Mania.
Mm-hmm.
They better let him put on a
Yep.
good match. But after that, don't let him lose that Mania. That was crazy. They made it look like Seth Rollins paid over to go and take him out so I can focus on the vision. That's what it looked
Mm-hmm.
like to me. Because when Oba banged Brock Lesnar and then pointed at the sign, if you look at Seth Rollins' face when he was on the ground, he was smiling the whole time.
Literally.
He was smiling the whole time. I was like,
Because
bro,
which made me
this
go
is
like Seth
crazy.
knew where Brock was going to attack. I was wondering was Seth was going to fight Brock had Oba not shown up. That's what I was curious about. Because Seth looked like he was
I knew
scared
he
off.
was. I knew he wasn't. The reason why I knew he wasn't is because Seth allowed him to come that close. Because I knew he wasn't. He wasn't cleared. I knew he wasn't cleared. I'm
Right, we
like, bro,
know
he's
that.
not cleared. So since he's not cleared, he's gonna. In my mind, like the way that I look at wrestling, if you're not cleared, they're not gonna let you take a bump at all. So Brock's not gonna touch you because he's not allowed. So that's why I'm like, Seth is
Right.
gonna stand there and accept whatever's going on, but Brock is not gonna do anything physical to him whatsoever because he can't.
So
So
what
that's
I'm
why I was like,
asking
yeah,
is,
what is this?
no, I completely agree. But what I'm asking is, so did Seth? So with that being said, did Seth knew in storyline that Oba was going to come out and get at the Brock either
Seth
way?
was a part. I just said that Seth had to be a part of it. It made it look like
He had
Seth.
to be. That's
It,
what I was
it
like. I
made
said, how's this
it made
man?
Seth look like he paid
Yeah.
over to deal with that, so I can deal with the
Right.
vision because Brock is gonna be in
Right.
the way. So I'll pay you to get him out the way.
That's
That's what it looked
smart.
like. I don't think that's how it happened, but that's what people could look at it like. Oh man, Seth Rollins got to Oba and told Oba like, bro, you can take this guy out. We know you can do it. Take him out, so you can get him out the way, so he don't got to focus on him while you trying to get at the vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was genius. The whole
For a guy who
beginning
got
part of
medically
the whole
cleared,
beginning part
Seth
of
Rollins was great.
yeah, that was crazy. That's how Raw started. I was like, oh no, they can end Raw right now, and this would be the best Raw.
Raw's fire. Raw's
I
fire.
was like, oh
It's a
my
good way to
god.
say it.
But they have more in the
So
tank.
I'm telling you. So season Lesnar versus Rollins was a great way to kick off this segment, and it made sense given the revenge-minded Heyman that he would call upon his conqueror to do his bidding for him. With one power bomb, Sammy is a bigger star than he was before. The Rulers was fantastic here, and even had Lesnar look up and tell him to put his foot on his chest. Whoa! So
Yeah,
Brock
you ain't see
called
that?
that.
You ain't see that?
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I seen that.
Shout out to
Yep.
Brock for doing that.
Yeah,
Hell
yep.
yeah!
Yep. He
Wow,
put him
shout out to
over. That's what
Brock.
I'm saying. Like Brock really like he really like put that cat over, bro. That's why I know that
Yeah,
Brock Lesnar is retiring this year.
that's
Because
fine.
he's putting somebody else in play.
No one's ever Brock has put over Town before, but to say put your foot on my chest, I don't think no one's ever put their foot on Brock's chest though. When it
No.
happened, I was like,
And
damn,
then point
okay,
at the sign, bro, it was different.
crazy, bro,
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro,
crazy.
this is crazy, bro.
A
This
sign
is
of approval
crazy.
from the Beast after a segment perfectly executed. Completely agree. If you are not thrilled at the prospect of Finn versus Lesnar after that, there's nothing involving those two that WWE could have done to make it a more anticipated match. For a
Right.
company that has been criticized, and rightfully so, we all agree. This was as good as an opening segment as you could have asked for. It felt like WrestleMania hype.
Yep.
Yep. Alrighty. Well,
Okay,
we
but
can do our
before we
first
go
match
to
of
the
the
next
night,
joint,
man.
before we go to the next joint,
Oh,
do y'all think that match main event with no title?
good question.
Do y'all think that?
Hmm.
You forgot one thing.
You said you forgot one thing.
You have to do the whole one. Let's talk about segment. No. They can work. Something. Kind of like. Can you skip over Alfredo and Americano last week? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm trying to skip them.
You hear what he said, Josiah?
No.
Yeah, I didn't either.
So
I
can you
didn't
skip
either.
over the Americano match?
You said what?
Can you skip over the Americano? The belt?
What
No, we
belt?
can get into that match. What are you talking about?
Oh
We
no,
can
yeah,
skip
we
over
didn't.
it.
We didn't get to that yet.
It's next thing to talk about.
Yeah, I'm saying can we skip over the
Huh?
who wanted to skip that match?
What?
I skipped that match.
Yeah, I can't hear you. I can't hear what you said, Nate.
I said I skipped that match.
You
He said
said skip that match? Did he say let's skip that
Yeah,
match?
yeah, he just said let's skip that match.
Hold on, what match?
The Garnet, the Los Americanos.
Oh yeah,
He said let's skip it.
I'm not mad at that. I actually enjoyed that match. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie. I actually
Well,
enjoyed
for what it's worth, Chad Gable and Kaiser are very
it.
innovative in that ring. They did some moves that I was like, I ain't never seen that move before. I'm like, what the heck was that? So and shout out to Luvic for winning the Ray Day Reyes tournament. Triple A, so that was dope, man. That was dope. I think that the Ray Day Reyes, I think he's getting a top opportunity for doing that tournament. I think he did. I think he might be next champion. He might be next in line for a championship opportunity, something like that. I won't mind him being dominant for the title, but we'll see. Matter of fact, honestly, I want to see Finn face dominant for the that belt,
It's all good.
the
Thank
Triple
you for
A
the money.
Mega Championship. I think it makes a lot of sense for WrestleMania.
at the same time, I'm keep saying something Roman again.
Have a good one.
But let's talk about Roman Reigns loving the camera and saying what he said.
Wait a minute, dude. How you gonna go right
Hold
here and
on,
cut
yeah.
off me? I didn't finish the part. Wait a minute. So the Americanos had their match. It was a solid match. BZ, I think Chad Gable ended up hitting the headbutt from the top rope, but he ended up having to hit huh? You
Yeah,
talking
he
about?
Chad Gable.
That part is what I put in the group text. I'm like, bro, it was too obvious
Yeah, you did.
That Chad Gable didn't even. His hand was close to it, but it was too obvious that
Mm.
he didn't hit it at all. I was like, bro, you gotta at least almost bump him or something to make it look like your head touched his. It was too obvious. You could tell that he didn't hit it, but it was cool nonetheless to me. It was one of my first time that when they fight. Well, I think that was the first time they was in the ring together, huh?
As far as the main roster, yes.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't have a problem with it. It was cool. I mean, I don't be really going crazy on the Americano joints. It'd be corny to me, but as far
So
as the match, as far as the
let's check
overall
this out.
match, the match wasn't bad. The match wasn't bad at all because Chad Gable was really like that, and Luva
Yes, he
Contra was
is.
really like that too. So
Yeah.
it wasn't bad. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't bad. I think it was a good match, but yeah, I didn't have a problem with it.
I want your opinion on this. WWE, the WWE has to get Chad Gable out of this Americano gimmick ASAP.
ASAP,
His
I
return
agree.
has been ice cold. The crowd prefers Louis Kaiser's version, and the fans in Mexico treat the lad like the biggest baby face in Triple A. They do. I just watched a video on there. I was like, wow, they really like him over there. Amid
They
defeat,
love him
move
over there.
on. Like Gable still shows as himself. All the heel cheats and tricks here did not help. Bravo and Bravo interfered, but the OG was still booed in favor of the storyline heel. This was a considerable disappointment given the talent involved. The two had good enough chemistry, but the match was overbooked, and the crowd in San Antonio was too into the villain for it to have the effect the bookers hoped it would.
Yeah,
All right,
I agree.
there you go.
They need to have a mask off match at Mania or something.
Yeah, please do it. Just do the mask off match and then get rid of the storyline, please.
Let Chad lose.
Um,
Just let it be what it is.
yeah, man.
And side note, real quick before we go to the other
Go ahead.
joint. I really don't like the fact that I don't know if it's the WWE or it's Tiffany Stratton, but they keep pushing everybody having to see her and her new dude. We don't care, bro. We
And I
don't
knew
care.
what.
Her and her new man. They show videos about them
Oh,
all the time. I'm like, bro, so what? Are you trying to be you about to try to make Kaiser jealous or something? Like every time you see something, like you'll see, you know how they be doing like WWE wrestlers and be like, and then on YouTube and you can scroll and it's like 10 pictures or something like that. Her dude is always in there. And I'm like, well, why does the WWE always promote this? Like, what is your reasoning? Is he about to come to the WWE and fight Luvin or something? Like, don't nobody
I
care.
think he's. Is he a wrestler too?
I don't know what he is. He's something though, but
That's
I'm
probably the
just
reason
tired of
why.
seeing him. Like we
Yeah,
know you're not in a relationship. They didn't even do that with Charlotte and what's her name when they split up. So why are they doing that now with Tiffany?
yeah. Tiffany Stratton's boyfriend. I want to see an
You know
ad
the
for like see a
Charlotte
wrestler or something.
Charlotte Flair Charlotte Flair is 39 years old and she's dating Puka from the Rams and he only 24.
Yeah.
It's a 15-year difference and everybody on her case about it. I'm like, bro, why?
Right.
Ooh.
So the dude's name is Shady El Nahas. El Nahas. I think it's El Nahas. He's 27. He does Olympic judoka and he's out to NC.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why. Yep. So oh yeah, he's on the NC. Oh yeah, you already know what time it is. You already
Okay.
know. Yep. There you go. Well, okay, cool, whatever. But yeah, I agree. Next thing we'll move on to is the women's Intercontinental Championship match between AJ Lee versus Bailey. BZ, how did you feel about the match?
I hated the outcome.
You hated the outcome?
Yeah, I wanted Bailey to win. I salute.
Mm,
I'm cool with AJ Lee. I think it's too early for her to lose the title, but I'm just
right.
like I think Bailey should have she should have went heel and went berserk. to actually get an opportunity to fight for the IC title WrestleMania instead of being in a tag team ladder match that they about to do. Like I'm just like, man,
Yeah.
I'd rather her have a one on one to actually get that off. Because I mean, AJ Lee did her thing in that match. That was a dope match for real, for real. When you really look at it, it really was good on both sides. I just wanted Bailey to win, but I kind of
I
figured it
want
was too early. You know what I mean? And I think they still needed Becky Lynch to be a part of WrestleMania because she was at that table. So, and
Yep.
Bailey and Becky don't really got no story to tell. So they wasn't able to let Bailey win that anyway to do that. So I get it. I get it. I just
Hmm.
was like, man, dang.
Yeah, I get that.
But I get it though.
Yeah.
What'd you say,
Larry,
Larry?
your thoughts?
these just say what I was about to say.
Huh?
I said these are just say what I was about to say.
Oh, I said what you was finna say. Pretty much.
Yep.
How'd you feel about it,
I
Josiah?
can
You was cool with it?
I
You ain't no problem.
completely good. Huh?
I said, how'd you feel about it? Was you cool with it? It didn't matter.
I felt like on both sides, I was like, AJ, you hit the nail right on the coffee. It's too early for her to lose the belt. But
Yeah.
at the same as that time, you get sick and tired of seeing Betty having to lose. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's almost like she gets
Exactly. That's why
pushed
I'm
into
just
the
like,
background
dang,
all the dang on time. Yeah, bro. I completely agree because it feels like a lot of times Charlotte, Sasha, even outside of WWE, and
right,
Becky, they all seem to thrive every
right,
single time. And Betty's the only one that thrives, but it's only for a moment.
right.
Only for a moment. And I don't like that.
Yeah, I agree with that, 1,000%.
Yeah, man. That's what they be doing to her all the time. But I think that's also because she's very giving. Which, by the way, if you're a very giving wrestler, that tells you you're not very selfish. So that's in all actuality, people like people who are like that. Backstage, those people are the most well liked people in real time because they're not, talking about me. They don't have an ego about themselves. So that tells me Bailey is not egotistical. She don't mind pulling nobody over. But there was a time when Bailey was the longest reigning women's champion at one point in time. So it's not like the WWE has to give her the opportunity. They
Right.
have in the past. I don't know, but you probably want to see her win some more or something like that. So I get it. Somebody said it would have been real nice to not somebody. Eric Beeson, who writes this article from Bleacher Report, says it would have been real nice for the champion and challenger to get full televised. I completely agree with this one. I feel like they did Betty so dirty by having her come out with her interest, and Angelina got her interest with no problem. I don't like that. I'm gonna be
Mm-hmm.
honest.
Right.
But that's due to Billy's freaking dumbass. Ooh, I'm cussing. Am I cussing? Wow, I am cussing today. But at the same as that time, that comes because of the dumb commercial.
Larry, he asked if he was cussing.
I literally that's my first time doing a cuss word on WWE's talk. The WWE talk. Beezy knows the time it is. You know what I'm saying? That's my homeboy. But anyways, no, I think the commercials are stupid. I hate those commercials. I think that they take away from people's interests, and that's what they do with Bailey. I was like, come on, man, y'all.
Man,
Y'all like,
they did that with Roman, but I ain't even gonna go there. They did it with Roman
yep,
last night. Yep.
that's crazy.
But
Isn't that
whatever,
crazy?
whatever. You gonna do
Exactly.
it to the man? That's crazy.
It is crazy. I'm telling you. Bailey countered a running knee into a single leg Boston Crab or somewhere. Boom, boom, boom. Storm is rightfully smiling. Strong match. Anyways, we also know how she tapped her out with the Black Widow and Angelina when he was saying, but Becky Lynch came out after the break and started beating her down, which I thought was also kind of weird. Like, why can't we just see Becky show up and then beat her down? But it's not my company. So she beats her down. The crowd was checking Becky, you suck, Becky, whatever it is, like that. And I was saying to myself, that's what it's supposed to be like when it comes to babyface and heels actually working. When you get the heel being booed and babyface being cheered. But, it is what it is. Oh, matter of fact, I don't know why they haven't highlighted this yet, but there was a segment where Roman Reigns had showed up. I'm trying to remember, did it happen early before all this stuff happened?
Um,
Um,
when he met the
the Usos.
Usos outside when he was in the Beamer.
Yeah.
I don't know when that was. I think it
Go
was
ahead and touch
early
on
though.
that right quick, BZ.
Huh?
That was actually after the O'Grande match because he took over.
Yeah, it was from it was after the El Grande Americano match, I think. Because they
Okay.
had two segments. The one when they were standing
Right.
outside, and then they had another
Right.
segment when they was all sitting on the couch.
Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah, so
everybody,
he took
so
over.
everybody that's looking for Crash Out Jay, he's right there. You see his energy. That boy ready to crash out at any moment if CM Punk don't apologize. He there for that. Crash Out
Yep.
Jay. I'm like, dang, okay.
That's all good. Ain't going nowhere. Um. No, matter of fact, you know what, Larry, I want you to talk about that segment. I want to talk about both segments. I also feel like Loki Roman Reigns was taking a shot, but I'll get into that in a minute.
No, no, don't
Go
just
ahead
He
and
say
talk
taking a
no.
about
shot at
the
who?
bloodline, Larry.
No, don't hold on me to say.
No. Go ahead. Go ahead. You had
Yeah,
so much to say in the group chat. But go right ahead. Go. I'm giving you the floor on this one. Go ahead.
yeah, yeah. Before we come, you just say. You're the
Yeah, it's
speaker
on you,
here.
bro.
Mediator. What? How do you feel? You think I should continue talking about it, or should it be him?
Yeah, know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Yeah,
you go ahead. Because we can't hear Larry that
Okay.
much anyway. So to give him the segment, we wouldn't be able to hear him all
Okay.
the way.
Thanks. Anyways, the bloodline comes out. Roman Reigns is seeing. Well, sorry, Uso sees Roman. Roman comes out of that beam. By the way, that car look nice, and Roman's drip is fire. But
That
anyways,
was a Beamer.
um,
Yeah, he had a Beamer. That was a
yeah, fire.
BMW.
It was fire. So talking to him, they over here talking about thing business. Saying how they went here and got to see on Punk for him. Roman's appreciative of it. All this other stuff. He tells them. He said, "Hey yo," he's like, "Give me that camera right over here." Roman speaks to the camera, and he's like, "For all my bloodline members that's out there, just so you know, I hear you. I see y'all paying for what Punk mentioned about my dad. Boom, boom, boom. Said, but don't worry, I'm gonna be the one to handle it with no problem." Now, when he did that, I started someone texting in the group chat. Yeah, Josiah, boom, 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 the bloodline finna come around, this, that, third. I'm like, yes, I know.
But you
I
said
love it.
Roman Reigns. You said Roman Reigns promo all wrong. Roman Reigns said to all my bloodline members and my family, he said y'all all got free reign to do whatever y'all want to CM Punk. But at WrestleMania, I got him. But if anything beforehand or afterhand, y'all go do whatever y'all do to him. That's what he said.
Is he saying basically he's giving permission for even one bloodline member to show up on Raw? Say they want to do something
No,
with Punk?
I don't know. I just know he said all the blood, whoever is a fan, he said bloodline members and family. If anybody want to go after CM Punk, go ahead. Because on Wrestle before or after, but on Mania, he's mine. That's what he said. But before then
Mm,
or after then, whatever y'all want to do to him, go ahead. But don't do nothing to
I
him on
love
Mania
it.
because I got him on Mania.
And making me wonder, like, what does he mean by that? Are
That
we gonna get the
if
blood?
that if that if CM if CM Punk go on and CM Punk go on SmackDown, if he get beat up by Jacob, if he get beat up by Solo, if he got outside and Zilla beat him up, oh well. You asked for this. You should have said
Right.
what you said. He gave him the green light. That's what he did. He said everybody, all the family. They gave him the green. He gave the family the green light. If y'all see CM Punk on the street, if y'all feel like beating him up, be my guest. Y'all do whatever. Because he said even before or after Mania, it don't matter. But deal with it. I'm going to deal with him on Mania. But that's what y'all can get him before and after. That's why when we talk about it, the segment at the end, when Punk hit him, he ain't hit him back. He was like, bro, I ain't worried about you. I get you at third. I get you at Mania.
Mhm.
I ain't worried about you right now.
Yeah.
Other people will deal with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. By the way, I was looking to paraphrase the segment without like going word for word for details, but thank
Is
you
this you?
for highlighting that. I appreciate it.
Yup.
Do you want to highlight also what happened and when they were backstage, like sitting at the table? It reminded me of like the old school bloodline
The
days where
old school
the brother
bloodline.
would be talking and
Uh
Jimmy and
huh.
Jay would be saying things and he'd just be sitting there chilling.
Yep. That's what it
So
reminded
we
me
can
of
think of that
too.
segment too.
It reminded me
They
of
was
that
like,
too.
he gotta apologize, he gotta apologize.
Yeah, yeah. Crash out Jay.
Crush
And
on
you
Jay,
see
man.
Jimmy, and you see Jimmy being so cool. He the one even gave him. He the one who gave he gave because Jimmy gave dang, how many segments was it? Was it three? Because
Man, Feta,
they
who
had an
ran
LA Knight
involved with three
segment too.
segments? They ran three segments. They ran
Yeah,
three
they had an LA
segments.
Knight segment too.
Yeah, LA Knight, yo.
96 went.
Knight basically was just like, listen, he was talking for like fans that were like, I'm tired of Bloodline. He's like, bro, listen. He said, I like you guys. Listen, I'm cool. But when it comes to this whole Bloodline trying to reform things, like, I'm going to let you guys know right about now, like,
I'm
I ain't
not
on that
feeling
type
that.
of time. Like, so if you guys got problems, I don't want no beef with y'all for real, for real. We can be cool. We can be
Right.
cool. I get
Hmm.
where LA's coming from because it's a lot of them. But on top of that, Jimmy and Jay were like, Jimmy was like, okay, that's cool. Should he dab him up? But Jay was like,
No.
dude, man, get your behind out here, bro. We got family. Like, what you talking about? And LA was like, okay, all right. I see how it is. And he
He
left.
said, yeah.
Yeah, he said, yeah. I wonder, because wrestling fans are going to make a big deal out of this. Why isn't LA Knight on the WrestleMania card? He's one of your biggest stars. Blah, 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 blah. This and that, third. I'm hearing that every single freaking week, BZ. It's driving me crazy.
Yeah.
Everyone
Why
keeps
is he
talking
not?
about how LA Knight is being mistreated, bro.
Why is he
They
not?
keep him in the switch with Joe.
Go ahead, Larry.
They keep him in the switch, but he's gonna team up with Joe.
He gonna team up with Jay. This is what Larry called a while ago. Larry did call this.
So Stephen
So
and Jay, in terms of like they go at it against one another, or are you talking about them being attack team?
I don't know. I think he's saying attack team.
Okay.
Cause I know
And no, because this is not his brother, but still a great opponent nonetheless. Penta defended his ice title against Dragon Lee, and I'm gonna say it once again.
oh, that wasn't his brother. Who was his brother?
No, look his brother. No, his brother's Phoenix. Phoenix from
That's
who
who
was
I
on
thought that
SmackDown.
was.
Yeah, that's
Okay, I'm
Dragon Lee.
tripping.
Nope.
Yeah, they
But it
took
can
my
be.
money.
It probably his brother's like outside of it, but not blood brothers
Yeah, they
though.
took my money with
So,
that match.
bruh, bruh,
That
bruh,
match
bruh.
was epic.
That match should have been at WrestleMania, bro. This match should be on
I agree.
WrestleMania.
I agree with that.
Like we should have gotten this match at Mania. The Gunther match should have been at Mania too,
I agree with that. I agree with that.
bruh. Dragon Lee. I don't know. Like the commentary was highlighting it, but I don't know what's hit that dude ever since that man's been saying like, okay, because the crowd, because when he comes out, the crowd don't be popping for him. I was surprised the crowd didn't pop for him. Very
Right.
surprised. But I said to myself, it's gonna take some time. He'll probably get his. I will admit his theme song to me is not great. I'm not a fan of his theme song. Ugh, no. But the match him and Penta had was like BZ always says all the time, epic.
That was an epic
Epic.
match. That was
Great
an
near
epic
falls,
match.
great transitions, great back and forth. One of my favorite spots was the corkscrew tope suicida to champion on the outside, which basically Penta was sitting on the table, on the
Yes,
announce
sir.
table, and Dragon Lee hit that.
That
My
was crazy.
God.
I was like, man, this is what Monday Night Raw is about. They should do this every week.
Yeah. They did kicks and followed with some more kicks, super kick. They selling each other's maneuvers. I love the finish when Penta went in and hit the Mexican Destroyer, but the way Dragon Lee sold that was
Yeah,
so far. So
yeah.
far. He sold it so good to the point where he bounced his back towards the rope
Off the
and
ropes.
fell to the
Yeah.
ground. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. Yep,
Can't
yep,
beat it, bro.
yep. WWE, please get that man a push. Please get that man a
Please.
push. Please get that
Please
man a
do.
push. Like, The last two matches already have been great by him. So if he does, if he goes for a number three, that would be just as good. Give him a push, please. Give him a push. So Larry. Okay.
I agree.
Yeah, man.
Give him a
This
push.
man's incredible. Lee has been the best match on WWE's flagship show in 2 of the last 3 weeks. He's on a hot streak, and someone WWE should be focused on. We just says on pushing, especially coming out of WrestleMania. The crowd in San Antonio, no stranger to historic Lucha Libre, was red hot for this one and hung on every high spot and near fall. Penta was great, Lee was excellent, and this was a phenomenal way of upping the in-ring. Also, speaking of phenomenal, I love that they did a callback with Dragon Lee when he hit the Styles Clash. I love that too.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
that too. That was fire. Backstage, Paul Heyman told Logan Paul and Austerity that they needed to regain leverage by regaining. Well, actually, they're not regaining anything. They're just going to get it after the belts. He told them to go ahead and get after the tag team titles. You know what I'm saying? To do that, they have to get back into contention. I cannot say words. They have to get back into contention for the Usos World Tag Team Championship. I mean, I get the contention for it. But what other tag team has been showcased on Monday Raw? I have to ask that. I
Nobody.
haven't seen a lot of tag teams. So this contention thing that doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're right. You said what about LA Knight?
What do you say?
He said, I think he said something about LA Knight. He said something about LA Knight. I think.
Mm-hmm. What do you say? BZ, your fans is going to hear what did he say for like so many single times throughout this whole entire episode. You probably will say about 50, probably 80 times. I don't know what he's saying right now. I heard LA Knight, then I heard something else.
I see you trying to be funny, Josiah.
No, I was just now you sound better. Thank Jesus. Okay, what did you
I
say?
got my headphones in. I said they said something about LA Knight, but you did not mention that.
No, what did you mention about LA Knight?
They mentioned LA Knight, but you didn't say that. You skipped over it.
No, I didn't. Me and BZ just talked about it.
What'd you say?
No, I didn't. Me and him just talked about it. What are you talking about? Skip over it.
Only thing you said was Paul Heyman said that they need to get
Larry,
back
you
into
must
the
not
track.
have been overhearing with me and we just talked about the
I just
Usos
heard it.
interaction with LA Knight, bro. You didn't pay attention and listening.
I
That's
heard
part
that.
because of how bad
No,
and quality
no,
your earphones
no,
are.
no, no, no,
That's
Mr.
why.
Videos.
Very,
No,
very
Mr.
poor
Videos.
earphones you have.
No,
You gotta
Mr.
hear straight.
Videos. I
You have to hear
heard
straight, bro.
clearly.
You can't be hearing
He
half.
said no,
You
Mr.
start talking. You start talking.
You gotta hear
You
straight, bro.
start talking. You start
You gotta hear
talking
straight.
about the Paul Heyman segment.
No, I did
With
not
the
just start talking about the Paul Heyman segment. I talked about LA Knight too.
You did not mention him with the Paul
Easy.
Heyman.
Did we not just talk about freaking LA Knight before getting to Paul Heyman, bro?
I think we tapped on when Jay, I mean not Jay, when Jimmy gave him that when he was talking about when he was talking about, yo, you know, I rock with y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all my peoples, but when it comes to that
Right.
bloodline thing, I don't know. And he was like, yo, so and then Jimmy was like, yeah,
That's
I'm
not what
with
I
you, so he gave him that. Okay, so he talking about something else, I'm sorry. He talking about something else.
Thank you.
No, he said he's talking about something else, Josiah. That's not
What
what he
was
said.
that? What was that something else, bro?
Paul Heyman and them talked about it. When he said they should go after the Usos.
Larry
Larry
Logan
said
Paul brought it up, not Paul Heyman.
yes, but still, he was mentioning that promo segment. You did not mention that.
Logan Paul brought up that he's also going to take out LA Knight when he gets an opportunity to do so. Great. Now, move on. All right.
Oh,
So,
Kick that shit off.
Larry, you need to listen a lot better with your earplugs.
yeah,
Anyway,
You need to listen
the
more.
next match that we have is Maxine Dupree taking on Natty. BZ, your thoughts on this match?
Maxine about done, bro. She can't be natty, bro. She can hang it up. I don't know. You didn't got trained, but bro, I don't know what it is because you ain't doing enough. Natty be putting you down. You get in that sharpshooter and get locked in, you be done. And I don't know why they keep letting Natty win. Like that's where I'm like, I don't know, bro. Like I don't know what is this? What's the reasoning behind that? Like why ain't Maxine getting a win?
Yeah.
Like even if she
BZ,
gets,
by the way, I don't
even
know why, but Larry has just left the building for some reason.
who did?
I think he just left, or his home party just hung up on him.
Oh, I think you're on lunch break right now. 'Cause it's 11:30, right? You on time? But
It's
yeah,
about
I
11:36.
just
Yep.
don't. I don't know why. I don't know why. Like if they let Natty beat her all the time, but then Maxine win at Mania, you still lost 4 times. You know what I'm saying? That don't make sense. That's why I'm like, oh no, you get one more chance at Mania because I know they probably is gonna let them fight at Mania as a filler match. I just don't want to see it unless they do
Oh,
it in the way that we was explaining it.
hold on, BZ. Hold
Like
on, BZ. Okay, continue. He's back.
yeah, in the way that we was explaining it. If they do it the way we was explaining it, or we say different levels of doing it, then I would want to see it there. But right now, she done
Hello?
lost. Like she 0-2 right now
I completely agree.
against Natty. So I'm like, bro, this ain't. It's making Natty look good because of the new character that Natty got. It looks good, but Maxine's just not doing nothing.
Yep.
They try to make Natalia look more like what's her name? What's her name? The be with Alpha Academy.
I agree with that.
And then we got trying to make her look like her. When they're
Huh?
two different people.
Yeah, you know what
Yeah,
I'm talking
you
about.
know
The
what
one
she's
girl
gonna
that got
say.
all the muscles. She was looking real manly, but now all of a sudden she actually looks like a woman now. She fought last week.
You talking about Ivy now?
Yeah.
Yeah, they try to make her look like her.
Not necessarily. I don't think so. No, I disagree with that assessment.
Mm,
No,
I
because
see.
the whole aesthetic of Natty is more of like it's almost like an MMA kind of like fighter, badass kind of like character. This man the third, and that's essentially what we're trying to go. I think she came up with that on her own. I don't think the WWE gave her that. Gave her like, yeah, you guys do this, and do that. No. I think that was all her. Because before Natalia was doing all of this, we all know how Natalia was looking. You know what I'm saying? Prior to this, I just think they're now just giving her that Natty gimmick, which is a lot more of like her edgier, kind of like crazy, savage character. I think that's the way they're trying to push it.
She needs to come back as Natalia Hart.
No, I completely disagree. Nope. Give me this. Give me more of this.
No,
Nope.
give me
No.
more Hart Foundation.
No. She is. She's still representing the Hearts already as it is. She already said that. If you
Why you
listen
want?
to
Why you?
open radio and
Why you
hear
want her?
her
Why you
talk
want
about
her in the
this,
Hearts?
she explains it a lot better.
Why you want her in the Hearts
Yeah.
Foundation? Why you want her like that?
Because I like that version of her more.
The version of her is always losing. Go ahead.
I mean, she could have easily got over with that. They chose not to though.
Yeah,
4
because
days, less retired.
now think about this. I mean, because to an extent, I agree with you. Because think about what Randy said in his promo for Cody when he said there is another. What he said, another royal family, and besides the bloodline and stuff like that, and Cody Rhodes in it, you do look at the Hearts as a as a royal family. But if she's not representing the Hearts right now because she's doing a whole other character, then there's nobody to represent the Hearts right now. So that's why, to an extent, I do agree with Larry. Like you don't have the Hearts
But who
highlighted right
else
now
on?
because you're doing a whole
Okay,
other character.
let me ask you this. Okay, with that said, who? Because you still hear that one thing that plays before she gets into the new theme song of Natty's. But you hear that hard theme song always playing. Who else on the main roster is representing the Hart family besides Natalia? Or sorry, Natty.
Nobody.
There's
That's
nobody
why I
else.
said. That's why I said she shouldn't change to keep that legacy going. If her changing, it's not actually it's not giving nobody no. If I'm a new WWE fan, I don't see Natty as being represented as the Hart Foundation in any way, shape, or form right now. Somebody would have had to tell me because she changed her uniform. She don't wear the jacket no more. None of that. So that means that whole legacy that we know because we watch wrestling, but the average people would not know. So if you look at another royal family, we'd be like, well, it ain't them because they don't have nobody in there. And then somebody would have to tell them, oh, Natty. And they'd be like, oh, I didn't know Natty was like that. She don't got nothing to show that stuff like that because she changed her character. That's why I'm in agreement with Larry to an extent with that. Like, yeah, I don't want to kill that legacy like that because Cody Rhodes, he's a part of that. And he's going to keep his role, Cody Rhodes. Randy Orton's going to keep his. Why would Natty want to change hers?
Mm.
I
But
think she
who's
could.
on
I think
the?
the same character that she's doing right now, she could do that, but still have a Hurt outfit on at least, or at least wear the jacket. She can still do that. She don't wear none of that stuff no more. Like she
Mm.
exited the whole foundation, and I'm like, nah, that don't look right. Especially when the WWE, especially when she's the only one left that's represented. Especially after Randy said what he said in the promo, even though he wasn't aiming it at her, he was just saying like, you're not the only royal family. And I'm like, yeah, see.
He could be referring to himself when it comes to the Orton
No,
family.
no, he is.
Like,
He is
yeah,
referring to
he
himself.
has to be
But what I'm saying,
referring to himself.
I just piggybacked that off of what Larry said because Larry said about her going back to the heart character, and I'm like, you know what? From royal family purposes, she should have never exited. So I'm in agreement with that. That's why I said that.
Mm. Okay.
But,
Okay.
but only just for that. Because I do like the new character she got better. I just wish that she could have found a way to blend them both.
I think she somewhere already is doing it, but
She
that's just
can't
me.
do it with just the music. The music don't tell nothing. You gotta have the uniform. You gotta have a heart on you somewhere.
It's
She don't got no heart
that
at
thing
all.
that plays before you hear the music. I'm trying. It's that it's like they've been doing it for Hearts for like the last few years though. I'm trying to
No,
remember
what
what
I'm
that
what I'm
signature
what
music
I'm
thing.
what I'm what I'm saying is even when they was playing the music, the average person don't know what that is until they see her with the heart jacket and it has a heart logo and all that stuff on it. She has
I get
nothing
you.
on right now.
I
So
get you.
even so, like I said, the new average wrestler wouldn't even know nothing, even if they heard that music. They wouldn't know what that is. I'm like, well, what is that? Oh well, she's
Right.
related to Bret Hart and them, and I'm like, okay, well,
Right.
how? You know what I'm saying? And then they would have to do all that explaining, but that's all because it's just a gear change. That's all to me. But she's still using the
I get
sharpshooter and
you.
all of that, so she's still representing. She just, it's like she discontinued herself from being with them. We just look different. But I like it though. I like the character she's portraying right now.
I love it.
But that's why I said. But I still agree to an extent on what Larry was talking about, just because of that part, the royal family.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
No, you got more to say?
I mean, and they drop Hart from her name. Like when she come out, they don't say Natalia Hart.
Right. And they don't even say Natalia no more.
Mhm.
They just say Natty.
Well, her real last name is Nyhard. So if they did her, they did put her heart name, they would call her name Nyhard. So that's her dad's last name. So they want to do that, go that direction. They could. We'll see. Um, Elsewhere backstage, Danhausen encouraged Grayson Waller following a vignette also involving Kofi Kingston, Javon Evans, and Jeremy Lee. They're already showing that Javon don't want to be with Kofi, but I say, we'll see. We'll see. I want to see Javon be with Kofi and Jordan New Day.
Yeah, I think
Man,
he's
that,
gonna be.
man, I'm not gonna lie to you. They're making me dislike him.
Javon Evans?
Yes,
You're right.
Okay.
Explain
Explain
that.
your dislike.
It's a hot take.
bro. He
When
too
your boy
corny.
is bouncy.
It's
He
hot.
too corny.
I felt that
Too
way.
corny.
I felt that way until
Too
I seen him
corny.
in the ring. It's like, I can see why they say he's bouncy because he really is
He
bouncy.
is bouncy, though.
That's the only thing. It is corny because that's what I said at the beginning. I was like, bro, this is terrible. Whoever came up with this idea is stupid. But after I seen that match, how bouncy he was in the ring,
Nah.
the boy is bouncy for real.
That man not lying about him being bouncy, though.
Like he's good in the ring. Don't get me wrong, but his character need a whole change.
Yeah, as far as
Then you can bring.
he's too goofy. He is too goofy.
I'm going to be honest. I don't, excuse me, I don't know if, excuse me, I don't think Javon Evans has a character, though.
You know
You need
what?
to pay attention to it.
You know what? I think he does have a character, but what the character
Okay.
is, I think Javon Evans is doing. He's like a high school kid, bro. He's like a
Mm-hmm.
high school kid. So it's like
Oh,
himself.
my God.
Like like some stuff that's funny that we don't think is funny. That's something that we would have did in high school. You know what I'm saying? So it's
You
like
know
you
what?
can tell like
You're
he's a
right.
young person in the game. You can tell
Yes.
like he's a young person in the game. Until he gets older, you can tell the mature level where he's gonna
He
be doing
calls
more
himself the
stuff.
young OG. You're absolutely right, BZ. Go ahead. I'm sorry
Yeah,
for cutting you off.
yeah. No, that's what it is
That's
though.
so freaking true.
Yeah,
I never
he's like a
noticed
big
that. You're
kid.
right. Yes.
He's like a big kid enjoying
Which
life
is
right now.
relatable.
Yeah,
Which is
that's what I'm
relatable
saying.
for right now.
And that's why he's saying like we're trending, like, oh your boy is bouncy. That's trending. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nobody really that's for the young people until he matures up and get with Kofi
Plus,
and his mindset will change.
people people also forget Javon is also very young. Like I think that dude was like
He like
I think
21,
19,
20
20,
something like that.
21.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
dumb
he's
young.
young.
Yeah, he dumb
He's
young.
young. Like
He gonna
he's
be around
already
for a
in the
while.
main roster. That's crazy for somebody his
Yeah,
age.
yeah, he gonna be
So
around
that
for a
makes sense for
while.
why you don't gravitate to him all like that. But when you see what he does in the ring, you're like, bruh, he's incredible. I
Yeah, he.
think, but I do agree when it comes to his character, he needs some change. But I ain't gonna lie, even though it's corny, I like it. Your boy's bouncy to me is hilarious. It's the way he be saying it too.
Yeah,
Um,
your
so
boy is bouncy.
the boy is bouncy. His catchphrase is just interesting. I like that. But yeah, BB, you might be right. I think
And he will work if you put him in
the
the
living
street profits.
embodiment of what it looks like to be
You
If
said
you
what,
put him in
Larry?
the street profits,
as a teenager. That's crazy.
if you put him in the
Yeah.
street profits, he'll work.
Would you say, Larry?
Street Profits, I like that. I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
But we haven't seen them in months, so where are they? I don't know.
I would like him to
They're
team up
coming
with
back.
Montez Ford. Him and Montez Ford as a tag team would be
Montez
stupid.
Ford and Javon Evans would be a great tag team.
That would be crazy. They'd be flying all through the building.
I completely agree. I completely agree with that. That would be crazy. Oh. The next to me guys, talking about Raquel versus Raquel Rodriguez.
Skip that.
Oh, before we even get to that,
He said skip that.
BZ, the Liv Morgan promo that she did for Finn Balor.
Trash.
I ain't like it.
Trash?
Yeah, I ain't like
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Compared to what she did with Stephanie?
We
The
already
one
know
she
this.
did, the one she did last week was better than that one. I mean, to kick a whole promo to say something about Finn and you ain't even about to be the one fighting him, that just don't make no sense. Why'd you say anything?
Yeah, I think you think Donna would be saying anything, but maybe that's deliberate. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I was like, man, this ain't. She just like being on camera at
Right.
this point. Whatever.
Yeah. Fair enough. Dave Arquette versus Raquel Rodriguez had happening. It was a good match. I'm like Raquel, bro. She ain't doing
Huh?
wrong for me. Raquel
You don't
Rodriguez.
like her?
No, I said I do like her.
I'm waiting for what's her name? What's Shorty name? Roxanne Perez. Is that her name?
Hmm.
Where's she at?
Yeah, she's I think she had surgery recently for her back. She had to get
Oh,
benign
that's why she out.
thing out of her
Okay,
back.
because
Yeah, she's
I
been out
need
for
her to come back to
surgery.
being.
Fans corner for a second.
I know, I know.
I don't like how they
The
just
question
throwing
is,
Io anywhere
does she
every time.
still stay with them, or does she join the group?
Uh, no, they're gonna use that. They're gonna use that storyline. They're gonna use that storyline of Roxanne Perez probably gonna get the. She's probably gonna be the one to take the belt from Liv because remember that situation with Liv was gone with the
Yeah,
tag team
that's
joint.
true.
Yeah, that's what I think when she get around or whatever. Unless the girl be acting
I
on
got
any
this.
shows or anything like that.
I Josiah.
Hmm.
When is Money in the Bank?
That's
When is Money in the Bank?
in
That's a good
June,
June.
July.
In
I
June,
think June, July.
because Backlash is in May.
And if they do, if WWE does it for this year again, please do. Evolution 3. I'd like to see that come in July.
They would have did it
Uh,
already, right? Wouldn't Evolution last year in like May or something?
yeah, but it was in July. I'm saying if they do it again this year, please do it in July again, please. Give me that match. Give me that pay per view again. Let me see.
I'm
Money
I'm
in the Bank.
I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it up. I'm gonna keep it buck.
Oh, they're putting it in September.
I don't think the
Dang,
What?
why September?
so late.
What?
So late. The Money in the
Wait a
Bank.
minute. They're putting it in September?
Money in
Money
the
in the
Bank.
Bank?
I don't think it's ever in September.
Yeah, that's after SummerSlam is over with. Why
They
would you
must
do
be.
it that way?
They must be doing Evolution again. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't think that they could beat Evolution. They did. I don't know if I want to touch it.
Touch what? Evolution.
Yeah, for real. It was so good the first time. I don't know if they could do it again.
What,
I feel
what you
like
mean
that
the
should.
second time? It was the second time that they did it, but
Uh,
I want to see that again. I want to
I
see it.
don't. Man, I don't know if they could do it
I feel
again.
like that
The
should be.
woman proved that they can
I feel
outdo
like that
the
should be an
man
annual thing.
by themselves. I'm sorry.
You said it should be a what?
I
An
feel like
annual?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think it should be every year
Like rare. Like rare.
because of how crazy it was on the last one. Man, that last one was my God.
That
It
was
was no
tough.
match that was a bad. Every
Tough.
single match was crazy. They got the
Tough.
roster to do it. I just don't know if
They could duplicate it. I don't know if they could duplicate it.
Okay. Would you want?
With
Would
Becky
you be?
about to be gone, there's a couple. Becky got to be gone. A couple people injured still. Stuff like that. It's like I don't know. And these were like key factor people that was at Evolution.
Would you be fine if they went about doing it? If say Bianca is cleared in time and we get her versus Jay Cargill?
I'm giving me that at SummerSlam. I don't need Evolution for that.
Got you. Got you.
Yeah, give me that at SummerSlam. That needs to be on the card with. They need to be on the same card as the men with that. You on here, right? No,
What about
Greyhound
pushing it
game
into
with that.
September instead of August? Instead of not instead of August, but instead of June
Hold on,
or
what?
July or something. That's weird.
It's right here. It's gonna be at that bus stop down here.
September 6th, which by the way, that's my cousin's birthday. New Orleans, Louisiana. It'll be at the movie King Center. Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. Let me see. Let's see what else we got to talk about. Yeah, Valkyria ended up winning against the match against Raquel due to interference from Io Sky. So Io Sky's being put in a situation going against the Judgment Day. All right, cool. Then we get to the main event, which was the promo. Oh, what happened just now? The promo between CM Punk and Roman Reigns. Beezy, you have this.
um they
First
uh
one, Roman talking about that.
they interrupted. They definitely interrupted Roman's promo. Well, not promo, but his entrance, which was different to me. I don't think anything the tribal chief does needs to get interrupted. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like that was crazy,
Mm-hmm.
but that was different.
Mm-hmm.
But the promo was dope. I think Roman Reigns gets better and better the more and more he keeps grabbing that microphone, man. He
So
really
you
does.
said the promo was dope.
I do. I think to me it was.
BZ on
Here we go.
social media.
I don't know
I
what time they
remember
leaving.
prior to
Thank
But that's
you.
just no problem. You have a good one.
after I got done. I didn't watch the promo yet because I had to kind of
Hey,
like
y'all,
got
this
some
has
home
been
from
fun,
work.
but I gotta bail out.
Huh?
This has been fun, but I gotta bail out.
All right.
All right, brother.
I'll hit
Yep.
y'all back in the afternoon.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, what you say, Josiah?
Now I was going to say that when it comes to this promo, prior to watching it, I saw that on social media people were saying that the promo was absolutely weak.
What?
Yeah, people were
How?
dogging this promo, saying that whatever Roman said to CM Punk was by far the weakest stuff that he's ever given towards Punk, and the other string of promos that they have did. They said it was weak, it was garbage. This was a letdown, completely
That's a sad.
delivered.
That's a sad
Um,
comment. That's a sad
they
situation.
yeah, I was like, what? It was very toxic,
That was a.
but they were upset because they were like, how is CM Punk going on loudest man talk about his wife, but the moment he gets commented about being old, that's when Punk got to go right here and punch him. Make it make sense to me. Boom, 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 boom. And I was like,
No,
the
because
promo
I
was
think
that
that
bad?
I think when it comes to the family situation, that's a Roman thing. When it comes to old,
Right.
CM Punk hears that all the time that he's old.
But that was good. That was
That's the,
effective because
that's why
I
that's
don't
why
think
I
people
said
recognize that.
the promo was fire. Because I'm like, bro, he hears
Yeah,
that all the time. And even after
you
he got
do.
punched, even when Roman got punched, Roman got in the camera was like, see, he has a little problem. He has a little issue. Somebody brings up something small and he blows up. That was perfect. That
That
was
was
perfect
good.
because it shows
That was
signs of CM
good.
Punk that
That
nobody
was good.
sees. But it helps lead
That
to
was
that CM
freaking
Punk
good.
heel turn. That was beautiful.
And I love that Roman was like, see, now I'm in his head because remember
Exactly.
throughout the whole entire time,
Like
Punk was
Roman
saying,
didn't
"I
even
bet you
punch him
are
back. He
his."
was when he punched him.
This,
I'm like, bro, he started laughing. He was like the Joker. That was a whole other character nobody ever seen Roman do. Is get punched, then laugh and look at the guy that's laughing. I'm like, bro, Roman has
BZ,
never
love
done
it.
that.
BZ, I love it. I
Yeah,
love it.
Roman has never
I
done that. I'm like, bro,
love it.
how do people say that?
I
How do
love it.
people say this one?
I
That
love it.
was a banger.
And I have a hot take. I think
Boy,
verbally, for the most part, for that promo for this week, I think Punk actually won against Roman. Right. However, Roman's material was great. Did not take away from nothing that Roman didn't say. I think Punk got the advantage, but it didn't matter. What did Roman say that tipped Punk off to where Punk had tipped him off 2 weeks ago? So Punk took issue with Roman and brought his family and went low hanging fruit, basically, right? Roman established something that people have been saying about Punk and said it, and it played into Punk's insecurities. I freaking loved it.
mm-hmm.
You're old. As simple as that is, you're old.
It's a fact,
That's a very good statement to make about
and it's
Punk.
something
Why?
that
Because
everybody's been
people have been
saying.
saying it. They've been
Everybody's been
saying
saying
that.
it.
So
Yep.
people are like, how you gonna get upset for somebody calling you old? You ain't get upset for your dog, you ain't get upset for your wife. Because why? Because Punk's been said things about his dang old wife. And
Right.
don't get it twisted. It ain't like he wouldn't have him, you know what I'm saying, any given that day of the week. But something told me straightforward throughout this week, and I'm gonna be honest with you, BZ. I know Roman said what he said on the camera, and I know what Punk said towards Roman, and I know what Roman said towards Punk. BZ, they don't got real life in real life. They don't
Exactly.
have they
Well,
don't have
Ben,
it in
we
real
said
life.
that from the beginning.
I know,
That's why CM
but
Punk had
this
to dig
but this
underground to
week,
try to find the thing about his dad.
this made me realize for real, like throughout Raw last night, that Punk and Roman Reigns don't have no heat with each other, and they cool for real. They're cool,
Right.
but they have to spin it. But sometimes you don't know, you know what I'm saying, because the WWE does a great job sometimes spinning your disbelief, right? So I'll give credit where credit you over that. But what Roman and Punk did this week made me go, y'all ain't y'all hate each other like that. But y'all doing a great job with y'all acting over it. But I can tell y'all cool. I can tell y'all cool. For real, for real. But people
Right.
are believing this idea that Punk is hated by everybody, so Roman hates him too. I'm like, nah, no. Because Punk had a good point. I'm surprised you haven't even punched me yet
Right.
in the ring. Why haven't you punched me yet? That
Right.
tells me everything I need to know. You approved it. You approved the whole, yes, say my dad's boom, boom. Do that.
Yeah.
Not because it's the right thing to do, but because it's going to get two people talking. And they got
Right.
people talking, regardless of how important it came off to be. It said what you needed to say. So at the
Yep.
end of the day, they're killing it. And I'm going to be honest with you. Beasley, we have had our critiques of Roman and Punk. We talk about how this feud sometimes didn't necessarily make sense of who should have been the one to face each other and whatnot. But I'm gonna be honest, this week made me go, I want to see more of this. This is the third week where I say definitively I want to see more of Punk and Roman. How you feel?
I don't. It's still boring to me. It's just
It's still
something that they
boring
put
you?
together. Yeah, it's just something that they put together because it's
Two of your biggest stars. It's like when Roman did when he came in the ring. It was like when CM Punk came in, he was like, "Yo, welcome to my ring. Welcome to my show." All you did was duplicate what CM Punk said. And then with CM Punk, when Roman trying to get out the ring and CM Punk blocking him, and then CM Punk gets out the ring, no, it's my ring, my show, so you got to do this, this, and I'm like, man, that's cool, but bro, we not here for the talking. But since we know neither one of y'all ain't about to touch until whatever, we like, all right, bro, this is cool, but it's gonna be a point to where we don't want to hear no talking. Like we liked it when Brock Lesnar and Roman was going back and forth, and they needed the whole security guard people to block it up. People still waiting to see the CM Punk Roman Reigns the same way as the Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. I mean, Randy Orton and the Cody Rhodes. They want to see the blood, and if they ain't seeing
It
that,
it
they just like, bro, all this talking is weak.
it reminds me of what Cody Rhodes did with John Cena. Remember what Cody did with Cena, and
hmm
how each and every single week you saw them talk, but there was some physicality happening.
Yep.
I think I'm with you, BJ. I think the physicality needs to start happening. I think we've been giving some real good weeks lately of them talking, but at this point, I need to see Punk crash out, and I need to see Roman crash out. Y'all said a lot to each other where it warrants
Yeah, I think
a
it's
personal
getting
beef.
close.
You know what I'm saying?
I think it's getting close. But I think that the crash out is going to be somehow, some way. I think Jay and Punk is going to end up having a match before Mania.
Yeah, yep. I think that's gonna happen.
Punk
I
because
will
he's still
also
waiting.
say,
He's still waiting for that. He's still waiting for that. He's
right,
still waiting for
right, and
that apology. And Roman already said he was like, "Yo, y'all can get him before and after, but I got him on Mania." So Roman's pretty much saying, "I'm not touching him until Mania."
I also love the shot that Roman took when he's talking to Jimmy and Jay about being on a part-time schedule. Because I
Right.
don't know if that was, I thought it was very subtle but very deliberate. He did that on purpose. He was like,
Boy,
yeah, I'm doing part-time, boom, boom, boom. People got so much to say about me doing part-time hours in the bar. Or not part-time hours, but part-time
yeah, he was like, "Bro, I'm a
just
full
showing
time
up.
father, bro."
So
He
he
said,
said,
"I care more about
there
being
you
full time
go.
father.
He's a family
I don't worry
man.
about none of that."
Family man. Respect that. Respect. Absolutely respect for saying that. Which I think
Yep.
we already knew about, but still, even then, ain't nothing wrong with that. Really, nothing wrong with that. However, if you do become champion, I might have a little issue or two. We'll see. Uh, so what else did I want to point out about Roman? I'm trying to remember. Oh gosh. I think the reason they're doing the whole you guys talk, you guys talk, you guys talk is because the WWE is really good. By the time you get to WrestleMania, you see those hype promo packages,
hmm
and they want to kind of like highlight that and put that, you know what I'm saying, to understand this match a lot better between Roman and Punk. If I'm the WWE, I love the idea of Punk and Roman somewhat, hating each other in storyline. I would tap more into the history, but then again, tap more into the history, they kind of like doesn't do it justice compared to Cody and Randy. Which, by the way, let's talk about that for a second. Let's talk about
Yeah,
that.
that
I
was
wanna,
yeah,
yo, I
that
love
was
how simple but effective that whole segment had gone. BZ, you got the floor on this one, and I'm gonna say my
Yeah,
prayer
I
after.
think it was easier. I mean, I think theirs look more fluid and more dope and more want to see action package because Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton, that's his mentor. They've been in the ring. They done done this stuff together for years. So Randy could have just been in the ring and be like, "Yo, I'm about to go heel," and Cody would have been like, "Okay, yep, I'm with you," and boom, 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 and they would just did that. Like CM Punk and them, CM Punk and Roman, they haven't been in the ring enough to just be like, "Oh yeah, we can do this," or been around each other to just be like, whatever. They can create. Cody and Randy can create memories all the time because they got the whole legacy background. They got everything. So it's just easy for them to do that. So I love that. I love that. And when I said in the group that I was like, yo, Cody has became one of my favorite wrestlers, it's because
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, it's because I just found out that Cody Rhodes' first match ever in WWE against Randy Orton was on my birthday.
Yep.
So when I found out that was on my birthday, I was
What?
like, oh yeah, that's my guy. July 23rd. I was like, yep, there you have it. That's can't hate Cody no more. I'll put him in my top five. Can't hate him no more. Like, first match against Randy Orton, first match ever to
Wow.
come into WWE. Right when he said that, I was like, oh shoot, I can't hate this cat. He did that on my birthday. Like, nah,
Wow.
I rock with him.
Wow.
Yeah, I rock with him now. I rock with him. I ain't got no issue with him no more.
That's lit. That's lit,
Yeah,
bro.
no
That's
more.
lit.
I was like, oh dang, this dude. Yeah.
You hear that, ladies and
But
gentlemen?
the more and more
Breaking
you
news.
watch,
BZ's letting go of his hatred for Cody Rhodes, by the way,
the more and more you
in
watch,
as a character.
the more and
Yeah.
same thing. And I meant to say this too. When Larry was on the phone, the more and more you start watch, like when you really like watch the WWE and things like that, or different shows
Mm-hmm.
they have on TV, and when they had Peacock and all of that stuff, when you really start tapping in and what these wrestlers is about, and just see who they are, it kind of changes you from how you feel about them in ring because of what they do,
Mm.
how they explain stuff in ring. Like I watched that Cody Rhodes interview. I watched the Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton interview, all of that stuff, and then a lot of stuff that Cody be saying and stuff like that. Like Cody is just a genuine dope dude for real, for real. But
Yeah, he
the
is.
reason why I'm saying that is because I had to go back and I watched two documentaries of Mark Henry. Now I'm in total agreement with what y'all was saying. Because at first I was like, yeah, right, Mark Henry ain't like that. I went back to watch only because they got a what was it? I think it was on Tubi. Was it on Tubi or it might have been on YouTube? But it was a documentary of Mark Henry and a lot of things that he's done in the WWE.
Yeah.
And after you go and
Oh
watch
yeah.
that, when you see that Mark Henry never actually bench pressed before, when you actually see that Mark Henry literally was the strongest man for real, when you see that
Oh yeah.
they
Oh
had
yeah.
when he had to tear the bolts off or the chain off that one thing, he was mad at some people because like, bro, when you look at his character,
Yeah.
how he was and how he took wrestling serious, but at the same time he was still having fun nonetheless and all of that. When you look at all of that, you like, dang, no, this cat really was like that. And he had to
Yeah.
hold back because of how strong he was and he didn't even know his own strength. That's different.
Yeah, bro.
That's different. They was
Yep.
like, they was Kevin. I think it was Kevin Nash. I think was it Kevin Nash was telling pieces of it, but he was just like, bro, when Mark, something about lifting the car. He was like, Mark Henry didn't go stretch or nothing. He just shrugged his shoulders, went over there, and just lifted the car. And it was just like, what? They was like, yeah. It was like, yeah, it was
Yeah, I
in the
mean,
locker
listen.
room. I remember when the AVA or APA got on him and Mark had to get not Ron Simmons, his partner, the one with the clothes like Jack John no, forget what his name is, the one with the crazy clothesline that was with APA. What's it called? His partner, Ron Simmons' partner.
JBL.
JBL, yeah. When he was talking to JBL, he said, when he told him, he was like, yo, stop joking. He was like, bro, I'm done joking. The next time I see you, or whatever, with the jokes or all the stuff, because they've been all joking with him all the time, he said, if I see you, I'm going to catch you somewhere when ain't nobody around, and I'm going to hurt you. They're going to have to dig you
Mm.
up. For real. And
Yep.
he was like, Ron Simmons and them told me to do it. I'm sorry. Yeah. Fact. So when you see how he's funny in real life, but at the same time he's playing around, but he be serious and stuff too. When you look at those documentaries, then go back and see what these people were doing. That's what I like.
Yeah,
That's why I like Unreal, because it actually breaks down who these people really are. That's why I don't know why people
yeah,
be upset. Cause
yeah. I
it be characters that you
yeah,
don't like until you watch something like Unreal, and then
right,
you be like, man, you know
right,
what? Why am I mad?
right.
What am I mad for? This person allowed that to happen. They put the other person over. Why am I upset?
Yeah, man.
That's a Becky Lynch move. I put
And
people
you
over. I
understand
put
the
people over all the time.
you get told the reasons why they're putting certain talents over as well. It's not just a matter of like, oh, this person is winning because he's a favorite corporate stooge for the company. Boom, boom, boom. No, they give you the actual reasons for why certain things have to happen. Like
Uh-huh.
Max, we saw Charlotte and Anthony Stratton, who we thought legitimately like for real hated one another, but for real, it was all about miscommunication in a promo segment. And so when we get to WrestleMania, they so much lost their beat. They were just like, man, we gonna show forth love. Let me give you a hug. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom. We saw Raquel Rodriguez pray for the woman prior to their chamber match. You
Uh-huh.
know what I'm saying? So like, we're seeing who these guys are backstage, and there's nothing wrong with that. We saw Seth Rollins and CM Punk and the other man who was going to be in the chamber break down what was going to happen in the finish. And Punk told about
Uh-huh.
Seth, hey, how about you do this? How about you do that? And Seth, who we all like, man, he don't like Punk, boom, boom. Seth was
He was
not
like,
even
no, I
alone
like
with
that.
Punk. It was like,
He
I'm
was
in
like, no,
agreement
I like that.
with all that. I love it. Love it. So that man hates CM Punk? I don't know.
Right.
But that's great that Seth still sells the idea that he can't stand Punk. I love it.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know. You and Punk was pretty, you know what I'm saying, tight when it came to that, you know, agreement over the finish. Boom, boom, boom. But I think Punk knew he was in. It is what it is. It is what it is. But going back to Cody right quick, and yes, BZ, I'm completely agreement. That's one reason why I haven't been so like when you and
Hold on.
Larry, you know, for time was going him on that guy. I'm like, bruh, like,
Hold on.
yeah.
Boom, bang, two to the dome, you know I came to kill. And all the DJs and beat makers know the drill. Your boy back, they all run like sawmill. This beat was just sent to me, this was a fresh kill. But you ain't know when I load up, I act wild. Like draw four, my screen kicks like a bad child. It's time to relocate, but not the eastbound. Call me a virus, we moving to the west now. I've been bugging more ammo than any Russian. My 16s I air out like a semi-bussin'. My chick bad, I sing to her like David Ruffin. Give her the game, she roll up, we lit and puffin'. Thought I was done, but this rapping is in my bloodline. Heat feeding me beats, I zip them up like A-Shine. The swag so out of this world, never in state lines. Used to be passing with everything, now I take mine. Pittsburgh, my name Monty, some of you notice me. I get you lit and I'm brown, nickname me Hennessy. I came in the game, they ain't do nothing but doubt. But now I feel like a tongue to wear my name in your mouth.